Hello! Here is my video for this year. How to silence your PC. The best option is to turn it off. But then you can't go any further with this video. So why this video? Because all the other videos I found are suggested to change your fans, buy water cooling, buy damping maps, click on the affiliate links. So I decided to show you what works for me, how I silence my PCs and laptops. We'll see how it's done on Windows. If you use Apple, then maybe you're fucked. If you use Linux, you should achieve the same, but how? God knows. Where the noise is coming from. From my experience, it's all about fans. Sometimes the mechanical hard drive, but 99% are the fans. This video will focus on fans and cooling in general. First, all fans are completely silent, if they are standing still. But then your airflow is close to none, which can be a problem. Noise comes from the fan itself, but also from the airflow, so changing your fans to ultra fancy silent ones will silence them. But if the noise comes from the air rushing through your intakes and outtakes, this didn't bring you any further to a silent system. So you either have to get rid of the fans or controlling their speed. My experience is keep them, cause cooling only by convection can be done, but is very insufficient. Why it's important to control the fans? Cause silence is a matter of preference. Some are noise sensitive and can't stand a whisper. Some are more addicted to jet engines. But beside from this, the level of noise depends also where the fan is placed. Top, bottom, front or back, where your PC stand, on your desk or under it, what case you use, in which room, etc. So without control, it's impossible to get the best for your needs. Now the technical part. Start your system and turn all the fans off. This can be achieved by software in BIOS, etc. If you have a shitty motherboard, maybe it's not possible at all. Check Google. Now start one by one and find for every fan the speed which is appealing for you. I have 3 of them. My front runs at 700 RPM, my back at 900 RPM, and the CPU fan runs at 1600 RPM. Now check your temps. A short excursion. The fans are spinning because they want to get the heat out of your system. The heat which your system produces comes from different components, mostly CPU and graphic card. In this video I will talk about the CPU, but for GPUs and APUs it's the same. The heat which the CPU produces depends of course on the usage. This usage you can see in the task manager, but it also depends on the clock frequency and the core voltage. A rule of thumb is, if the clock doubles, the generated heat also doubles, and if the voltage doubles, it quadruples. In short, the heat rises with the frequency linear and with the voltage exponential. Modern PCs adjust the clock frequency and core voltage dynamically. As you can see, clock and voltage changes if the operating system thinks it needs more of it. And as you can see, it happens quite frequently. Voltage and clock are bound to the multiplier. The different multipliers are called the states of a processor. Have a look at these 2 shots. The left shows the minimal core voltage, the right one the max. If we do the math, we will see that max is about 5 times as high as min. In Windows, it's easy to set up your system in that way that the system didn't pass any threshold. So it didn't clock to a higher frequency, even if your workload is 100% and the system wants more. This can also be done on every laptop. On laptops, fan control by user is not always possible. But with this workaround, you can stop your CPU shifting to the highest gear and speeding up the fan to get rid of the generated heat. Now go to System Settings, Power Options, Advanced Settings, Maximum Processor State. Start with 20% or something and stress your CPU. CPU-C stress test or Prime 95 are your friends. Check your temps for a few minutes if they are stable. If everything's fine, raise the settings until you see the multiplier and the clock and frequency goes up. Wait again a few minutes until your temps are stable. If your temps are receding, let's say 70 degrees, this is my opinion. Some say 80 is fine, others don't go beyond 60. Go down to the last multiplier and check if your temps are falling. If so, voila! You have found out how fast your PC can silently go. You can increase your silent performance by undervolting and other tweaks, but this is more advanced stuff and needs BIOS settings or additional software. Is your laptop or computer now slow? No. My i5 U4300 notebook runs like charm at 800 MHz all day long. If I want to go faster for some heavy tasks, I can bear the noise, cause it's my choice and not a choice of my computer or the operating system. I am in control, not the machine. My desktop is overclocked and undervolted at the same time. Silence is not a question of performance, it's a matter of knowing what you're doing and a little bit of work. Thanks for watching. Hopefully you get something out of it. Until next time. Bye bye.